There are some signs that have been translated, but there are still many places that need improvement. Because many foreigners coming to Hainan and coming to China for the first time, they cannot read Chinese. For them, it's very difficult to find their way. So I think this translation is going to have a very positive impact on the development because people that are new, they're coming to have a look at Hainan, they're investigating opportunities. If it's easy for them to navigate the environment and easy to find information, they will more easily fit in and they'll see, the benefits of coming to Hainan. Yeah, for example, sometimes we see a sign over a rubbish bin or a trash can, and it says, don't throw trash. But actually, they mean don't litter outside. You should put it in there. So the meaning is the opposite from what we expect. So sometimes we found the signs about some danger, warning people, don't climb over this fence because it's dangerous. But it says, no crawling, which is like a baby crawling. So sometimes we think these are funny, but we know that there's a meaning there. But actually, I think foreigners would like to know the meaning of the sign so they can follow the instructions. But sometimes the translation, it just makes them laugh because they don't understand really what was being said. I think one of the things is to make sure for each type of sign that you have a native speaker who can review the translation, because the native speaker will very quickly discover some common errors that are being made in other places. So the native speaker can very, very quickly help to adjust the translation and get the accurate meaning conveyed. The other part of this is the professional background of the translation team. There are many different types of signs, and some of the words that are used in different sectors or different industries will be different. And so having a professional team that's familiar with those sectors, they will be able to give a proper, accurate translation that the public can understand. The best examples I've seen have really been some of the top tourist facilities. For example, there's a cultural village with the Miao people that has some very good signs in multiple languages. Also, the tropical gardens in Wanning, they have signage in multiple languages. It's much clearer than some other places. And some of the big cities in China, like Shanghai or Beijing, some of their public transport areas have done a very good job making clear signage. So I think we can look at these places as some references for how to do this well. My big emphasis would be about the healthcare system, making sure that not only the large hospitals but also the smaller community centers and the local clinics, the pharmacies, the other places where people commonly go to seek health care, that they can have some basic translation of these commonly used signs and materials. Otherwise the public transport areas and these commonly used areas that are important for foreign guests and for people coming to do business and so forth in Hainan, I hope to contribute in this aspect. I'm very pleased to see that China is wanting to open up even more to the world. So even though there's already been a great opening up and exchange of ideas in the last 30 years, I see, this is a real opportunity for Hainan to even go further and really bring in some people with new ideas that we could, be creative. So I think that's what I'm most excited about with the policies, is that China really wants to create a international, multicultural, this type of a environment where we can really understand one another and learn from each other and work together on some important issues.